How you doing, Manginas? Tangy Toddler here, bringing you guys Domination on Underground. And welcome to Girlfriend Stories, episode 18. Last time we left off, I was telling you guys about the girlfriend in college, and then the other one that dated two brothers. And so now, I'm going to tell you guys about two girls. And this was the summer after my first year in college. And these two girls' name was Nicole and Shelby. And Nicole actually came up and visited me in college. I was good friends with her for a while now. And, yeah, like we said, we were good friends for a while. And she was actually one of Ashley's old best friends. She used to be really good friends with Ashley, like, later on when me and Ashley were dating. And so, she actually started out not liking me from all the shit that Ashley talked about me. So she thought I was, like, one of the worst people ever, thanks to Ashley's rumors. And, but she finally figured out I'm a lot cooler than her. Ashley, rather. And so, the other girl, her name's Shelby. Shelby, I had known from, like, since 8th grade, but I never really hung out with her. I just knew about her. And, I actually started hanging out with her because this other guy I knew was her roommate, and they actually lived together in an apartment. So anyways, let's start with the Nicole. Well, actually, they're both kind of intertwined. So, I actually go over to a party at his name was Tyler and Shelby's place, and my other friend Brian and Thomas were there as well. So that's who I kind of went with to first start out with. And so I started kind of like talking to Shelby a little bit, and then after a few times of going over their apartment, I started texting her. Well, I kind of figured out that Tyler and Shelby, the two people living with each other, were exes, but they're still good friends. And Tyler actually still liked Shelby, but Shelby really wasn't interested in Tyler anymore. She just liked him as a friend. And, so Nicole would go over there every once in a while because Nicole and Shelby were actually friends. And I would hang out with Nicole all the time. Nicole was probably one of my best friends, of all time. She was a really cool person. She is still a really cool person. And, yeah. Well, me, Thomas, and Nicole, and Brian all hung out one night. And we were drinking, some Red Bull and Jaeger, so Jaeger bombs, and just playing cards, having a little fun. Well, Thomas was the first time Thomas had met Nicole, and Thomas thought Nicole was really cute. And Thomas was also one of my best friends, too. So, Thomas started liking Nicole. And I was kind of on the fence. I was like, yeah, I kind of like Nicole, but it's going to be kind of weird. Some people might think it's just a way to get back at Ashley, and it might just cause drama. And I was like, I really don't know if I'm friends or really super cool with Nicole, because I'm also friends with her cousin. So that would have been kind of weird. And I was actually her cousin was really cool. And it was a guy, and he would hang out with us a lot. And so I was like, yeah, that could be kind of weird. But like I said, I kind of did like her. I just didn't know what to do about it because of all those possible awkward situations. And then, like I said, I started talking to Shelby, and Shelby seemed all right. I think Shelby was a little bit different. Like I've never dated somebody that I became friends with first. I kind of just met them and then started dating him. And so I'd been friends with Nicole for like a year and a half while I just met Shelby. And I'm not sure what my problem was in that situation, but for some reason I think it's just weird to date friends. And it's really not. I don't know. For some reason I just didn't there. And I didn't in the other situation back at college. So, oops, I dropped my headphone. But, anyways, they both kind of figured out I kind of liked them. I mean, they both kind of figured out that they both liked me, and I just didn't know what to do because Thomas liked Nicole, and then Tyler liked Shelby. And I was like, man, I don't want to be that guy that steals like a girl from somebody. So I made the wrong decision, first of all, and I picked Shelby. And it was kind of like that Nicole gave up on me more than I picked Shelby. Nicole kind of just started to move on, and I honestly would have dated Nicole if Thomas didn't like her. I just couldn't do that to one of my best friends. And like Tyler was one of my friends, but he wasn't one of my super awesome friends. Like me and him were actually pretty tight, but I was better friends with Thomas. And yeah, so me and the Shelby girl, we hung out a little bit. She lived fairly close to me, so it was pretty easy to hang out with her. And we had already planned on going on this Nashville trip, but she was one of the girls going along with this other girl, Kylie, and then Tyler. So I was like, yeah, it's kind of weird that they're exes, Tyler and Shelby, but like I was good friends with Tyler, he understood and everything like that. And so on this Nashville trip, I was like, oh yeah, sweet, I can't wait to have all this Nashville type food, and then I can't wait to drink all the time, because we were going to the country music festival, and I don't like country music, but they do. So I don't like country music, so I was like, alright, I'm not going there for the music at all, I'm just going there for the atmosphere. And we get there, and our source for alcohol ended up not being in St. Louis when we needed him to pick up alcohol on the way. And so we were basically we didn't have any alcohol. And this vacation turned out to be one of the worst vacations of all time. I get there and I sweat my ass off the whole time in Nashville. It was 100 degrees every day, and that southern heat is really different than Midwest heat. So I was just sweating balls. The humidity was terrible. And the most authentic Nashville restaurant we ate at was both either Hard Rock Cafe or Sbarro. Other than that, it was like McDonald's, Subway, Quiznos, Burger King, Wendy's, like shit like that. And I got really pissed. Like, Hard Rock Cafe was good, but it wasn't really like a local restaurant. So I was like, oh my god, that's terrible. The worst part, I was there for a week with these people, sober as a bird all week. And and I had to listen to country music, and I don't like country music at all, so I'm sorry. I hate it. The only person I liked there was Kid Rock, and he's not even country. He's rock, okay? Kid Rock, he's rock music. So with like some poser country music here and there. So anyways, when I'm there, me and Shelby had been talking for over a month by then, and I had not asked her out. But we were at that point where I could have easily asked her out, and she would have said yes. I just didn't know if I wanted to get in a relationship at that time. For my statement before, I was like, you know what? I don't know if I want to date a girl after all these shitty-ass relationships, and I don't know how much I trust her living with another guy. So basically how it went. So, in Nashville, she, I found out, was the most needy, high-maintenance person I could ever imagine. Oh my god. And she just fucking complained about every single goddamn thing. Everything. And it's different. Here's the worst part about it. Here's what made me decide, like, you know what? Not gonna work. She complained, not to me, but to Tyler. And she'd be like, hey, can you get me a pop, Tyler? So she used Tyler, and I felt bad about it, to be honest, because she would nag him about everything. And it was just like, oh my god. I was like, if she ever did that to me, and she'd be like, hey, do this, do that, do this, on all that shit, I would have just been like, fuck you, no, I won't. I'm like, go do this shit yourself. Go buy your own fucking goddamn Mountain Dew. I mean, she asked for a goddamn fucking pop about 20 times on this vacation and never got one herself. It's like, holy fuck, you're 20, you're almost 20. Go do your own shit. Pissed me off. So we got back to Iowa, and I never saw them again. I've seen Tyler since then, but I never saw other girl Kylie, and I never saw Shelby again. And that was by choice. I could not fucking stand that. She was way too high maintenance. And so this gameplay's over. Fuck, it's actually a good story coming up right here. But it'll have to be next time. I'm sorry, and there's other girls coming up. So actually some more college relation type things, and there's a really funny story in a future episode. So yeah, sorry about telling you guys all what's coming up, but hopefully you guys enjoyed. Stay hairy, manginas.